Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about an update on Ferrari, as well as Max Verstappen's future. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Ferrari, and as we know with Ferrari, they have recently seen an upturn in performance. The season didn't start out so well, but since the Austrian Grand Prix, the team seemed to have found some more performance, with them having some good pace in Austria and Silverstone. Yes, it's not McLaren beating pace, but it's still decent pace. And the upgrades include revisions to the floor edge, fences and body, while also tweaking the diffuser to work in unison with the upgraded floor, which is the biggest aerodynamic performance differentiator on this generation of cars. But despite finishing P4 in Silverstone and coming close to his first podium with Ferrari at the British Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton wasn't too happy with his car, with him saying, as quoted by Sky F1, the car was really hard to drive, it just had no stability, so you go to corner and it's snapping, it just won't stay still, and that makes it so difficult, and in the low speed it doesn't like to turn, it's a really frustrating balance. And he went on to say, as quoted by Planet F1, in practice we were always right up there, still weren't able to fully extract everything in quali, and then the race is a little bit harder, so that's where I want to get stronger. And Planet F1 say that Hamilton reiterated that he's not driving that terribly, but that he's hoping to continue to improve before the season is out. So yeah, it looks like Hamilton wants to improve himself, he wants the car to improve, and while it looks like more upgrades are coming to the SF25, which could be really beneficial. When asked by Racing News 365 what he would like to see from the car in the second half of the year, Hamilton's teammate Charles Leclerc replied, as quoted by Racing News 365, performance. Eventually, it's the performance that we need. We've got some upgrades coming, which will cure some particular weaknesses of the car, which I think will help us in some phases of the corner. I won't go into too much detail, but again, I think there are some weaknesses. We've identified them, and we'll try and fix them as soon as possible. And now it's also been reported that Ferrari's next updates could have a big impact at the front, and that as teams switch focus to the new regulations coming into play in 2026, Ferrari still have a relatively big upgrade in the pipeline, and if these updates are effective, other teams won't be able to respond. So it will be interesting to see what happens. At the same time though, Ferrari do have to keep an eye on 2026. Yes, the team want to improve this year, there's no doubt about that, but I think it's fair to say they're not catching McLaren now. I think McLaren are too far ahead in the distance. And with brand new regulations coming into play next year, perhaps that should be taking more of a priority right now, but we'll see what happens. But let's move on to Verstappen, with more being said about his future. As we know, he has been linked with Mercedes this season, amid Red Bull struggling on the circuit. And the speculation really heated up after George Russell, who's out of contract with Mercedes at the end of 2025, claimed his path to a new deal was being complicated by ongoing Verstappen and Mercedes talks. Now this comes following speculation in 2024 that Verstappen could join Mercedes. As we know, in the 2024 season it was announced that Hamilton would leave Mercedes for Ferrari. And Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff made it clear that he'd love to sign Verstappen as the replacement for Hamilton. Now, following Russell's recent comments, neither Verstappen or Mercedes have given much away, but Planet F1 said that Verstappen did recently speak to Dutch publication De Telegraaf about initial talks which he held with Wolff last season, their first conversations since the title battle between Mercedes and Red Bull in 2021. And in those discussions, Verstappen made it clear that he's working on a lot more beyond F1, which any team he drives for would need to accept. With Verstappen telling De Telegraaf, as quoted by Planet F1, I think it was our first real conversation since 2021. We corrected a few things from that year. We also talked a little bit about the future perspective. But for me, it's not just about Formula 1. I do a lot of things with Red Bull. Everyone always thinks that decisions about my future are purely based on what's going on here in this world, but I'm working on a lot more. There's more than Project Formula 1. That's not something that every team can just offer. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.